iDiskiTV powered by World Betting at Disc Times or CO.za. It's 6 out of 6 for Lindo Pirates, 18 out of 18. They defeated
TS Galaxy.
Mpumalanga Black Aces. I almost said because it's from Mpumalanga. TS Galaxy, thank you so much. Well done to Lindo Pirates. Inkosi Yama 2000, a president Yama 2000, Mofokeng, proving that it deserved that name. He's the king of his generation with a beautiful goal from outside the box. Well done to Lindo Pirates. Over to you, Mamela Sundowns, tomorrow to see if you can catch up. For now, it's a 6-point gap. What do you make of the game, sir? Yes, sir.
I think ngibulisa ukhohlwa. Ngibulisa the legendary Benedict Vilakazi. Ngibulisa ne-out yami leadership uBobo ne-out yami lapho Justice. Nkululeko athi siphule kancane lento. Athi siyincenge sislice ngama-slice sibeke 5 slice etafuleni but sisicale kanje nkululeko. Congratulations to Orlando Pirates, congratulations to the technical team, to the players, of course, 6 out of 6. Nkululeko, this is it. Big clubs, even though big clubs operate like this, nkululeko, you need to get results even when the team is not playing well.
Yeah.
In my opinion, they started playing well just after the 50th minute. Played in patches in the first half. If we were honest, Nkulego, you look at the tactical structures of Orlando Pirates. I was trying to study the game at TS Galaxy to say football is a game of overloads. Where are they trying to overload in a game plan of Orlando Pirates? You're looking at the tactical structures of Orlando Pirates. Obviously, they want to counter that as a team that obviously understands that the Orlando Pirates is a big club. They probably wanted to counter. How do you counter Orlando Pirates and their tactical structure? You look at where the gaps are. The gaps in that system are either on the right back or on the left back based on the fact that they want to attack number full backs. Urile plays almost like as an inverted winger, or you can call it a hybrid number 10. And number 10 that starts on the wing, comes in midfield, dominates the game. He's got the free role. Busy free role. Lea role by naming Toti. In Italy, it's got its own specific name. I'll come with the name next week. It's just that I figure at the top of my head right now. You look at that, the gaps are on the left-hand side, Orlando Pirates. That's where the overload were. If you check the tactical structure, TS Galaxy, they always had 4 players in midfield, with Uputso sometimes adding as a 5th player. If you check your Orlando Pirates, but overload on Mofokeng today, because Unkota played strictly on the right. Because if you check Umonyane today, I don't know, on and off in my opinion. But I think the tactical structure and the game plan go Orlando Pirates is allow both fullbacks to occupy my winger, then allow Unkota to play as an inverted winger because the boy's dynamic is quick, he can take shots, he can assist. The very same thing, a profile on the other side. Today, their number 10, they had a different, they interpreted their number 10 differently today. Because if you check out Udamini, he played more like an 8 than a 10, in my opinion. Played too far away from the goals.
There was an additional midfielder.
Yeah, it was number 10. Yeah. There was no combination play in Kulego. I didn't see any through ball from him today. Normally, he's a master. I'm a reverse pass. He's got
any combination play with Lali Weto.
Yeah.
No combination play between Yena, Mbata, Makaula. They never 1-2-3, 1-2-3, or 3-2-1. They never combined as that triangle.
Yeah, Mtandi NHL in Dwana. And the first link, I'll give you credit to Sony, the TS Galaxy coach, the conditioning coach. The boys look super fit. They look sharp. I think they absolutely pressed the Orlando Pirates. I think they pressed for more than 90 minutes. They absolutely pressed. But 1v1%. In the first half, if you are checking Kulego, they were very smart. I think it was the game plan. Overload the midfield, dominate the ball, try and build Bazamuk builder from the back, but try and attack from the right hand side. On the left hand side, defense Orlando Pirates, because obviously really it doesn't have a defensive responsibility. Comes into midfield, but she hold on a 2v1 situation that side. So I think that's where there are opportunities. They felt the opportunities will come from that. Stifle the midfield, overload the center. But now in the second half, they changed the tactical structure, more especially after conceding that goal. If you look at that goal, Nkulego, let's be honest, it's a mistake from the goalkeeper or there's a deflection there.
They should have done better.
Good goal from Mbata in terms of him being brave and confident to take a shot outside the box. Credit to him, because I always encourage midfielders to take shots outside the box. There's opportunities in taking shots outside the box. You look at that, the goal scored. Then he changed game plan now, Nkulego. Now they have to come out. They have to be a little bit expensive, play pound for pound. In Tabayenza, in the second half, they come. Coach is frustrated by conceding that goal, but also frustrated by the fact that they thought they deserve a penalty. What happens there in the second half is frustrated, but now what it does is it doesn't longer go to a zonal marking. Sagaya 1v1. If you check second half, Umakaula didn't play. If you check second half, Umbata didn't play
Pirates,
at all.
In the second half, they were dominated.
Dlamini didn't play. Now, the tactical structure happens when Jorge Rivero. Credit to him. That's why you always credit to the coaches and the analysts, because they see these things. But I realize, we spoke about last week, the different dimension that really gives the Orlando Pirates. The playmaking ability now. I said to you, he's got 2 profiles. He is a profile that can play on the wing, very dangerous now, but also is a profile that can play as a number 10. I think that's his future position in fan. Because we check his vision, we check his press resistance, we check his arrogance, we check his confidence, but also we check the technique. decision making in the final third. I think football also, we need to mention this. Football is a game of overloads, but not just overloads. I think football is also a game of decision making. I think the difference between the players that are playing with APC, players that are playing second division, I think the difference between them and the players that are playing PSL, I think it's decision making. Ucheck umfana even at that age. There's so many 19-year-olds. Ucheck Puso this chance, got the very same chance, but doesn't capitalize. I think it's someone I need to talk about because I feel also that one is also talented. I think because he's playing for TS Galaxy. But to check Mofokeng, the decision making in the final third, uyalibamba lela bola second half, uyalipolisa Nkuleko, sithi uyaliplaka. Nkulupeke that in-step technique.
Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal.
Nkuleko, I think, let me say this, really, you know, people praise the boy. We speak about him week in, week out, more especially when he plays for Orlando Pirates. Of course, it's a big club, but I think we have a special player in our hands. I think the boy especially. After this goal, in my opinion, I've seen so many players kule situation in terms of decision making. But also you check number 10s modern football number 10s. The first thing when they get the ball, there is always to pass wide away from the pressure and then Meleguzi cross.
Yeah.
It's either Mele tepe in late in the box or Roboma Hopa Bahid. But to check Umfana, he takes responsibility. Utatale and to plug anything. Unbelievable technique, good goal. We are you celebrate to Bopa. I boping Kunze Mnyama, unbelievable performance from the boy. But for me, in my opinion, I still think Orlando Pirates needs another midfielder who's special in that. I have said this and I'm going to constantly, even when they win. But for me, they might have won 6 games, but for me, I will still say, Orlando Pirates is shot on general. It's shot on Munto's initiative. It's shot on Munto's responsibility. But if you look at how they defended as well, credit to Spisi. Credit to China, I think it dealt handling very good, organize the box like communication, build up. Because Spisi is improving week in, week out. I think with him getting game time is coming better week in, week out.
I think the important thing to say about him is that we're not mentioning Unda.
Yeah,
which is an important thing.
That's credit to him.
Because immediately if Spacey makes mistakes, so of course it's a combination of things. What kind of opposition are you playing? Are they asking you questions?
Yeah.
But also the fact that we're not mentioning Unda at all in the spirit that is not there, it means Spacey is doing the right thing.
Credit to Spacey Nkuleko, I think he's done exceptionally well. I'm one person that criticized him, more especially with how Orlando Pirates is.
Because if they want to build from the back, he doesn't fit the style.
He doesn't fit the profile.
But he's helpful in terms of defending.
But let's be honest, I've watched him more especially today. I don't know, maybe foot Namhlanje it was good because it has Galaxy be press. And now sometimes Nkuleko you can look good when there's no pressure. Right? But the fact that ETS Galaxy was pressing today was an indication to me that he's trying to learn, he's trying to improve his craft. He understands the fact that he's a professional football player. Another thing that is to mention Orlando Pirates before I touch base with ETS Galaxy is Orlando Pirates players now understand that they need to play after 3 games. They understand that they need to deliver results after 3 games. We understand that we've said this for so many years, Nkuleko, that even the last 2 seasons, we said Orlando Pirates has the best second squad.
Yes, second best squad after Sundowns.
We needed them to do this. One thing that was lacking in that Orlando Pirates team was character and personality.
Yeah.
A little bit of arrogance. Can you show you're a big team? More especially with how you play. I think, fortunately, this season, those are the 2 things that the profile of the squad has.
Quickly
it's character.
on TS Galaxy before we wrap up.
Quickly on TS Galaxy, there's a couple of players that are very impressed. And also, Nkuleko, I want to say credit to Sid Ramovic, right? Because I couldn't give him credit last season because of what was happening with him in Mamelodi Sundowns. Of course, but this season, I've always wanted...
Do you know what's interesting?
Yeah.
Is that you're going to give him credit, even though after 5 matches he's lost 4 tonight. It's the 4th loss. And he's only drawn 1. So after 5 matches, out of 15 points, Usayad Ramovic has got only 1 point. And also he's lost in the MTN 8 against Stellenbosch 3-1. He couldn't win against Chipa United, but he knocked them out in extra time in the Culling knockout. So he's having a horrible start to the season. That doesn't mean he's not a good or a bad coach. I'm just mentioning this before you talk about him, that he's got... It's ironic that you're going to give Uzomncoma manje njengoba ana 1 out of 15 points.
The reason why I want to give him credit is based on this game specifically, that I feel that team showed us something, and also there's identity in this team. You can see team like that's the first thing I'm impressed with. There's a game model in his play. You can see there's a game plan, there's an approach. We are born 5 days a week to prepare the team. But the second thing that I will always, and it's a conversation about Jorge Rivero, I say there's 2 things to how to judge a coach, more especially the success of a coach. Currently, he's the best coach in the league, in my opinion, Jorge Rivero. And I'll give you a reason why I'm saying that. It's because I look at the fact that he improves football players. That's one of the responsibilities of a coach. I see an improvement to Mofokeng, I see an improvement to Bombata, Sesane, Sipo China. Sipo China was the 3rd choice goalkeeper Chipa United. And secondly, it's based on achievements. Of course, he reached 5 finals. We can say, a league is a marathon, you need to win the league. But currently, he's leading the log. And that's why I'm saying I'll give you seed. And that's the reason why I'll give you seed credit is he improves football players. And that's a major part of a coach that people sometimes, you judge a coach by 2 things: how he improves football players and the players that he brings into the team. For me, I'm looking at players like Tato Kiba. The number 12, I always love special players. He's winning him at 35. I think the boy is talented. I still want to see more of him. The Puso Disiana boy, I think he's a talent, the number 10. I think Untwana who understand the double position, tactically very good. Yambon Buya Kaizer Chiefs development. Properly developed in terms of him arrogant to approach the opponent like good on the ball as well. You're looking at a player, the left back, Ukabini, the boy that comes from the Orlando Pirates. Yeah. I think he's an exceptional left back. But I think his best position is.
So why did they lose tonight? We have to get to that point.
Yeah. I think they lost tonight because the Orlando Pirates was clinical, in my opinion. I think Orlando Pirates took their chances. I think good goal from Murili. I think it wrapped the game. But I think TS Galaxy played well. Orlando Pirates played well. Of course, they're playing away. You need to consider that. But I think this is a sign of a big team. Big clubs do this. They win football games even when it's difficult. You know, you don't have to play well to win each and every single game. And the fact that they win even when they're not playing well, that's a sign to me that it's a championship team. And TS Galaxy, I think Orlando Pirates was clinical. That's why they lost the game.
All right, there you go. Thank you very much to Lindo. Thank you very much to you as well for watching this video. Hope you subscribe on our platform. We hope you enjoy the content that's coming out on the platform as well. Hope you're enjoying it as a Pirates fan as well, winning this game. 6 out of 6, 18 out of 18. It is iDiskiTV, Times, was betting.